Analytic commentary explores and develops ideas through commentary grounded in the details of the excerpt. Like the analytic point, analytic commentary enacts the field expertise and authoritative voice of the researcher. Emerson, Fretz, and Shaw explain, in analytic commentaries, ethnographers further tell readers what they want them to see in the excerpt. It is generally helpful when writing analytic commentaries to consider such questions as, what are the implications of the events or talk recounted in the excerpt? What nuances can be teased out and explored? What import does this scene have for the analytic issues addressed in the paper? To help my students generate analytic commentary, I recommend this opening sentence. What's important to note in this excerpt is, then the author goes on to explicate, emphasize, translate, and further contextualize what appears in the excerpt. Here's our first example of a complete excerpt commentary unit. It begins with the analytic point. Culinary information collections can have striking aesthetic dimensions. Then, orienting information. The photograph below was taken in the gourmet cook Doreen's kitchen. And an excerpt, a photograph. Analytic commentary follows. What's important to note in this excerpt is that the cookbooks have been placed and spaced in an aesthetically pleasing and symmetrical, but not really practical, manner. They are featured centrally on a shelf, more rightly meant for dish soap or sponges to use in the large sink that's just below. Though lovely to behold, these cookbooks may be damaged by the sun or water. Nevertheless, their artful impact on the kitchen and Doreen's life is a higher priority. In addition to bringing insider knowledge into view, analytic commentary is where the author relates the analytic point and its excerpt to the theories, concepts, and debates in the scholarly literature. Pointing to chestnuts of information science research, a second paragraph of analytic commentary continues. The literature of information behavior focuses mainly on the utilitarian purposes of documents, not their aesthetic properties. Yet Doreen's cookbook array might likewise have practical impacts. Malone's seminal studies of office organization reveal that placing stacks of documents within sight is a way to be reminded of important work to be done. Perhaps when Doreen's lovely display of cookbooks comes into view, it inspires her to enact the hobby of gourmet cooking more often. At last we see, as mentioned earlier in this series, the rhetorical strategy of the excerpt commentary unit. Through the ECU, a researcher makes his observations and experiences of particular local scenes speak to the concepts and traditions of a scholarly discipline by moving back and forth between specific events accounted in the field notes, that is, the ethnographic record, and more general concepts of interest to his discipline. This is data theory coupling, or the interplay of concrete exemplification and discursive commentary that has the creative tension of building a bridge. Within each excerpt commentary unit, analytic commentary may be 1, 2, or 3 paragraphs. Hence, it is the longest piece of the excerpt commentary unit. Whereas some social scientific reports present the findings and later a separate discussion, these elements are proximate in the ECU and spread across the themes of the thematic narrative.